What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the morning movie chat. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Man, here we are on a Monday, and we're already, whew, man, is this already the first Monday? The first Monday in June? Man, how time flies. May, June, it's just flying on by, isn't it? Man, seriously, I can't believe how quick time is flying by. But again, things are starting to open back up around the country, and here I've been really busy with my business and things like that. Talked a little bit about that. Well, if you're a Patreon supporter, I was talking about that the other day. Did a Patreon live stream. I hope you're all having a very good day today, coming out of the weekend. With everything kind of going a little bit crazy out there. Now, I'm not sure if you guys got a chance to check out the video that I did yesterday. If you dropped it on I dropped on the channel yesterday evening about a story about Black Widow, the new comic series being canceled. Now where did I put it at? I don't have it here. It's this new comic book series by Kelly Thompson that it was actually scheduled to come out right alongside the Black Widow film that was supposed to release in May. Well, this book was actually supposed to release in April. It was supposed to release like April 1st, I believe. And then obviously the movie, the pandemic and everything, kind of set everything back. So this series got pushed back as well, as it was supposed to launch alongside the movie. Well, I got a chance to get a copy of it because a couple of weeks ago it came out at the comic shop. As I was sitting there shopping, I was like, "What?" I was like, because I had my pull list, and I'm like, "This isn't my." I'm like, "What's this?" I'm like, "This isn't it." So I looked at it, I was like, "Well, it is it." So I went ahead and picked up the issue. I read it. I didn't particularly like it. I'm not a big fan of Kelly Thompson or anything like that. I'm not gonna be one of those people that pretend she sucks or anything like that. I mean, her writing to me is just kind of plain, kind of boring. Okay, so sorry about that. The volume might be a little bit high. Am I peeking out there a little bit? There we go. Is that a little bit better? Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. So yeah, I got I read it. Didn't really like the issue, but then I was on Twitter and I noticed that Kelly Thompson had shared this tweet of a review of the comic book, and that's when I kind of noticed the tweet. I went and I read the review, and I read somebody's response to the tweet where they asked if it was another short run, which was kind of what was said in this article. And she had responded, she's not sure why they said that, but the first arc is 5 issues, and beyond that they're gonna have to see how well they do. And I dropped a video about that. You should go check it out. I dropped it yesterday. I'm not gonna say much more about it, but you should definitely go check out that video. Kind of switching things up a little bit there with the video. But yeah, it's something I probably don't see many people talking about. But yeah, that's was one of the things coming out of the weekend. The other thing I kind of wanted to go over, some of the comic books that I pulled for the week. But you know what? I got this thing here. Man, you know what? I'm not sure how I want to do this here. Let's see if I can even get this thing going here the way that I want to. Let me see. Let me see here. I'm not sure what I just did there, but let me see if I can get this thing. Where does this thing go? Okay. I want to show you guys this stuff here. Let me see. It's giving me. I apologize. It's giving me a hard time here. Just I didn't have everything set up and ready to go. I didn't have everything set up and ready to go here. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Dang it. Get all relevant stuff in here and get rid of the stuff that don't need to be here for you guys to see here. All right. Ooh, yeah. That should be good. I think that should be good. Okay. Sorry here, guys. All right. We're gonna take a little trip down memory lane here. Is what we're gonna do, okay? Because I was up this morning looking for stuff to talk about this morning, and I came upon this article, and I was like, "Ooh, you sons of bitches." Okay. Anyway, guys, okay, let's get into the live chat and see who's all here. We got Mike Porter here, LB from the Lonely Banter, Fanjecture, Danny Orange, thank you so much for being here. Star Wars Santa, OP slash the Den of Nerds Live is in the house. Thank you all so much for being here. Captain Pennsylvania, Wayne White, Hector Figueroa, Stormbreaker, the Spider-Man Show, Adio2877. Thank you for being here. This Den of Nerds raid. Yes, thank you all for being here. No, last week was the first Monday in June, you weirdo. Was it? Was it already? Yeah. Oh yeah, it was. You're right. See that's how dude, that's honestly that's how crazy busy I've been. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, that was funny. Sorry, Adam. You almost got me like with a second reaction there. Almost made me choke on my coffee. Long time no see, everybody. I know everybody was hanging out. I'm sorry, I was busy here. Like I was listening in on the chat over on the Den of Nerds. I was just busy here getting some of these things set up. JC ain't seen you since '86, says Wayne White. Terrazon, thank you so much for being here. Hector Figueroa. Let's see. Okay, now where are we at here? Panjek says, just don't hit that big red button. Which one? Which one? Lavis Blackman, thank you so much for being here. Okay, yeah. So, I want to take you guys. I'm like, there's one thing you guys know that I don't like doing here on this channel, and that's I don't like reading art. I don't like just sitting here reading articles to you guys. But this right here had me. Oh man, I'm telling you, this got me right here. Oh man. Okay, I want to read this because, like I said, this morning I was looking for stories. Let me see if I can. Dang it! I apologize, guys. It's not gonna. Is not gonna do it. Is it not gonna do it? It's gonna keep the ads in there no matter what. All right. All right. It's gonna do that. I apologize here, guys. My apologies. I wasn't fully prepared today. Wasn't fully prepared. Didn't get all this stuff ready. Okay, there we go. There we go. So I'm sitting there looking at on the direct, looking for, stuff to talk about. Yeah, I was gonna plagiarize their shit. I was gonna use their shit. And here's what they did was they stole my shit. We're taking a trip down memory lane here. I seen this thing right here. It says Black Widow MCU events from Spy's secretive past that her solo movie could explore. June 5th, 2020. So this was a couple days ago. Since Natasha Romanoff was first introduced in the Marvel Comics or in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 2010 in Iron Man 2, there has been no shortage of Easter eggs regarding her shady past. As said by the Black Widow herself in the Avengers, I've got red in my ledger. How much red, though? Also, while we're asking the tough questions, what happened in Budapest? What exactly is Black Widow's connection to the Winter Soldier? And what does Natasha's parentage look like? Luckily, a few of these questions are bound to be answered in Black Widow, the Kickstarter to Phase 4 of the MCU that hits theaters November 6, 2020. Still, there's only so much Marvel Studios can cram into one film, so let's take a look back at some pivotal moments in the MCU that gave us insight into the life of Natasha Romanoff, some of which never even made it to the big screen. Number 1, The Avengers. 2012's The Avengers is the first time viewers catch a glimpse into the backstory of the Russian spy, mainly due to Loki's quickly turned interrogation onto her, with top secret information given to him by mind-controlled Clint Barton. Natasha's Strike Team Delta partner and best friend Loki ambushes Natasha with the sins of her past. These sins include Dreykov's daughter, Sao Paulo, and the hospital fire. Interestingly enough, it was confirmed that Ray Winstone is playing Dreykov, the head of the Red Room in Black Widow. The only other mention of Dreykov is in Black Widow's Prelude #1 comic. Gee. It's like I've went over this before. One can only assume that Black Widow will provide a more concrete explanation of Dreykov's involvement in Natasha's life. Maybe Dreykov and his daughter are related to the pivotal Budapest mission that's been alluded to multiple times throughout the MCU. This mission definitely involves Natasha and Clint, and Black Widow also. And with Black Widow also having been confirmed to film in Budapest itself, it may finally all come together later this year. Fans could know if the Battle of New York was really like Budapest, or really was like Budapest. In the same interrogation scene between Natasha and Loki, we also found Natasha made her way from the KGB in Russia to S.H.I.E.L.D. Natasha tells the god of mischief that Clint Barton was sent to kill her, but instead recruited her to Marvel's most infamous agency. However, this clashes with how others recall Natasha getting into S.H.I.E.L.D., but more on that later. Man, I'm telling you, I went over this. Number 2. Captain America Winter Soldier. When Steve Rogers begins searching for the suspect who supposedly assassinated director Nick Fury's 2014's Captain America the Winter Soldier, it's Natasha that gives him the first clue. She tells Steve how she came across an assassin known as the Winter Soldier during a mission in Odessa when she was tasked with transporting a nuclear engineer out of Iran. Natasha mentions it happened 5 years ago, 2009 to be exact, right before the events of Iron Man 2. Marvel Studios Chief Executive Officer Kevin Feige said that Black Widow fans will see that. Natasha has been we see what Natasha has been up to all along, in between when we see her in the other movies, some of which will be surprising to people. It's possible we may get to see what exactly went down in Odessa and how Natasha tried to track down the Winter Soldier herself, as she also mentions to Steve. With that, we could also see some stronger connections between Natasha and the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. In the comics, the two share a past together in the Red Room, where Bucky served as her trainer in the KGB-run program. Eventually, this leads to a modern-day romance between the two, though obviously not present in the MCU. Natasha does plead to Bucky when he's strangling her in Captain America Civil War, "You could at least recognize me." Could this mean Black Widow and Winter Soldier actually do have a history apart from him shooting her long ago? Sebastian Stan hasn't been confirmed to reprise his role as Bucky for Black Widow, but we do know that Marvel Studios loves to keep hidden surprises up their sleeves. Okay, guys, man, I'm telling you, I talked about all this Captain America Winter Soldier stuff too already. The one thing they failed to mention in here, was also, like I had mentioned about Captain America Winter Soldier, when she was sitting there talking about the mission that Falcon had been on when his partner Riley got shot out of the air, if maybe she might have been around or been involved in that as well. But it's like I've gone over this. Then of course there's this right here, the Avengers Age of Ultron, where they show her, the brief glimpses, in the Red Room where they're doing all that stuff. We've been over that. Madam B is in there. We've been over that. Then of course we see here, here's another thing right here. The Age of Ultron stuff, I mean, there's not really much to talk about here. But then we get to number 4 here, Captain America Civil War and Avengers Endgame. One of the greatest mysteries of Natasha's past is the question of who exactly raised her. In a deleted scene between Natasha and Steve that serves as a brief continuation of their talk in the church following Peggy Carter's funeral in Civil War, Natasha discovers some personal information. After S.H.I.E.L.D. fell in the Winter Soldier, Natasha went back to Russia to find her parents, only to come across 2 gravestones. Check out the full deleted scene below. So there you have it. Natasha's parents are dead. However, jump forward a few years to Avengers Endgame, and Red Skull calls Natasha daughter of Ivan when she and Clint head into Vormir to find the Soul Stone. One would assume that Ivan is Natasha's dead father, but in actuality, Ivan is the man who saved Natasha from a burning building when she was a baby, if we're going by comic lore. From there, Ivan ushers the young Natasha into the Red Room, ultimately leading her to become the assassin known as Black Widow. It's safe to say this makes Natasha's family history a bit shaky, as she mentions to Clint after the fact that she herself didn't know the name of her father. Even so, Scarlett Johansson, who plays Natasha Romanoff, mentioned that her solo film will heavily touch on the theme of family, answering important questions such as. And then they go into this quote. Okay, and then we go here into the Prelude comics, and they flap their gums about the Prelude comics, which I already did. Apparently, during this whole lockdown, they took the time to finally do some reading. Okay, guys. Now, I'm not sure how many of you were all around here, say back in January and February when I talked about every single thing that's in this article. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They stole my shit. Or maybe they just read the same comic books I did finally. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they stole? I think they did. Should I be mad? It's not the first time. People jack me all the time, man. Remember that time not too long ago? That Eric Voss from the New Rock Stars jacked my shit too? When you got people like the Direct and the new rock stars, especially a nerd like Eric Voss jacking your shit, you're onto something, guys. And I want to tell you guys, I think I'm onto something here. I've been trying to tell you guys this about Dracoff, about Black Widow's parentage, all that stuff. I did that stuff. I've done that stuff. I've sat here and talked with you guys about this here on these live streams. And we'll go down memory lane in just a minute and we'll talk about that. We'll go through some of those videos. I do have some other stuff that I want to get through, but let's go ahead and get back into the live chat, see what everybody's saying. I'm sorry, was I getting a little too I feel like I was getting a little too worked up there. Was I reading a little too fast? I feel like literally like they like I feel like those were the exact words that I used during my live stream. Like I think they just like plagiarized my shit completely. How dare they? Like I was gonna sit here and plagiarize their shit on my stream, but instead they plagiarized my shit on their site. You see how that works? Oof, man. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hunt them down and we're gonna make them eat shit. And then we're gonna make them shit out that shit and make them eat that shit of our shit that we made them eat. Oh man. Hector Figueroa, that's my dad. I love him. Oh man, what I missed? Jim Kelly. Oh yeah, Jim Kelly. Yeah. Punch that like button. Yeah, hit that, smash that like button, y'all. If you're all here. Hogan leg drop. Hit the music. I'm a real American. Fight for the rights of it. Yeah. I clicked like twice. I was Jamie Madrox and shit. Oh man. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, multiple. Yeah, there you go. All right, y'all. Work beckons me. Be safe. Take it easy, Lavis. You get started talking mutants like that, I get excited. I wish they'd make a Metal Gear Solid style game about Black Widow. They should, man. I'm telling you, dude. Like Black Widow's pretty much a badass. Black Widow's badass. Like she really is. It's hard trying to save the city from turmoil. May the force be with you. Hector says Ivan Putski, the Polish Hammer. What? What's up, I Am True Skills? How are you doing? Black Widow continuity is screwed up. Not really. It's not actually. They've actually got things set up pretty good. I think Anthony Manzano. Thank you so much for being here. Plagiarism, yeah, plagiarism. They stole my stuff, man. They stole my stuff. Dang it. Nah, I mean seriously though, like it's stuff to like if you read the comic books and you looked at all this stuff, you could figure out all this stuff too. I just happened to see this story on the Direct. I'm like, hey man, like, dang, what the hell? Like I literally talked about that on this live stream, and we're gonna go back and we're gonna watch some of that. We're gonna watch some of what I did there. I'm actually Black Widow's real dad, yeah. But you know, like I said, the one thing I haven't heard anybody talk about is Black Widow being canceled. I'm pretty sure that series won't go beyond the 5 issues. After reading that that first issue, I sure hope it don't. It sucked. Russian Pennsylvanian. Oh man. Okay. So the other thing I do want to go through, guys, is you guys know, talk a lot about comic books here on the channel. There are some comic books that are going to be releasing this week, and I want to talk a little bit about some of those. I want to show you guys the comic books that are going to be on my pull list. Let me know what you think. If there's any of these that interest you, if you'd like me to review some of them first or anything like that. There are a couple of X-Men titles coming out that I will be doing first, which is going to be the New Mutants and Excalibur. I will be reviewing those on the channel, so those will be the first ones that I do. But then after that, we've got this. We've got right here. We've got some of my comic book pull list here. Let's see what we got. There we go. The first one is Ice Cream Man. This book right here is being written by W. Maxwell Prince. He's also writing a title over on Boom Studios. Ice Cream Man is a great series. If you want a good horror comic that it's got like an ongoing kind of continuity, but like all these books are one shots. They're all pretty much one shots. Like some of them will have like little references to the other, but nothing that you need to know about as you're going in and reading through this book. It's just a great horror series. It's kind of creepy. The art in it is really plain and simple, and like it's just something about it. And even the color palettes that they use throughout the series always kind of leave me feeling like, I don't know, kind of gives me the creeps. Like it really does. It's a great series, great horror title. And not like scary, it's just like creepy things happen in it. It's almost like the Twilight Zone, but a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little bit creepier. Definitely one worth checking out. And Martin Morazzo does the art in this book. You can really tell Martin Morazzo's work. I've seen his Martin Morazzo's work in other comic books. Like I seen a book that was being advertised one time. I'm like, I seen the cover of it, and and I was like, ooh, that's Martin Morazzo. I know, I can just tell by the like the face and the art that was in it, as well as the coloring. And then obviously I looked at it, and believe me, I'm not like somebody who knows like all the different artists or anything like that. I just I read the comic books, and that's really about it. Sometimes I pay attention to certain artists and things like that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I kind of know some of them. But yeah, that was a really good one. Ice Cream Man, definitely one I would highly suggest. Definitely highly suggest checking out. The next one is Stealth. This is Stealth issue number 2. This one is on Image Comics. Now, I honestly, I'd never heard of this character before. Apparently, it's one that's been around before. But he is a superhero that is in, I believe it was in like the city of Detroit. Is where this character is out of. And the first issue was really cool. Like I wasn't expecting out of the first issue exactly what was in it, because we kind of learn, we kind of catch up with this character, and this kid that is writing for this article for this magazine, or this newspaper, and he's kind of writing this little piece about, it's supposed to be about the local fair, and then it kind of goes into other stuff like, oh, these people in the local fair, they say it's good for our local economy, but all that really happens is these people, they just come in and they do this, and it's really bad on this and that. Like it all comes off like okay, bro, like like he's being like a little activist and all this kinds of stuff, like really crazy stuff. And the story goes on, and it kind of makes you think that this kid is the hero, right? And we see the situations just kind of as they unfold, and just things that happen, and you kind of think that this kid is this hero Stealth that's going around and doing these things. But like I said, as the story progresses, issue number 1 finds us in this twist where we find out that the hero Stealth is actually the kid's father. And the interesting thing about that is that we see throughout the story, his father actually has dementia. He's starting to lose his stuff. Very, very interesting book. Next one is on IDW Comics, guys. This one right here, Mountainhead, is one I've been waiting for a very, very long time. I believe issue 3, I want to say issue 3 came out maybe back in like December. It's been a while. It's been a while. This was supposed to come out at the very beginning of April, and I believe the second issue number 5, which is the last issue in the series, I believe, was supposed to come out towards the end of April. Obviously, we know with everything that happened with the pandemic and everything, that changed pretty quick. But yeah, this one right here, it's a good horror tale. It's written by I believe it's John Lees is his name, writing this book. He's actually pretty good at writing horror. So what's going on in this story is there's this kid we seen in the first book. He was out with what we knew assumed at the time was his father, and they were out breaking and entering into houses where people weren't at to get valuable stuff so they could sell to make money to be able to live. So they were scoping out this house, and they end up breaking into it, and they get out, and they have their stuff. But you could see the kid as he's there, kind of creeping through this house. He's looking at all the other kids' stuff. And he's kind of like, oh man, kind of like, hey, this is cool. This must be great to have this life, right? So we see later they're at the hotel. They go back to the hotel where they're kind of collecting all their goods. The father's kind of talking to him. You can tell that the father's kind of crazy. So then they go to this other house that they had been scoping out, and already the father had been telling his son, like, hey man, like, if the cops ever get us, you got to do me in. And then we find out that the kid, like, the father isn't actually his father, and he was actually taken from abducted from his family, and he returns to his family, and crazy stuff going on in the mountains. Great book, great book. Justice League, issue number 46, getting ready to hit shelves as well. This one being written by Robert Venditti. You guys know I don't read a whole lot of DC. Robert Venditti has been doing a good job in Justice League, just from what I know of these characters, but he's also been doing a great job writing Hawkman. I absolutely love what he's been doing, so I've been reading this book. Now, I will tell you, with everything that's been going on, Marvel, you guys know I've talked a little bit about Marvel and what they've done with some of their series, doing that digital thing and canceling the series. DC has continued to do whatever they can to get comics in customers' hands. They're probably going to start getting a lot more of my money. I know a lot of people are kind of shaken up. People are upset and everything about what they're doing with their distribution model right now and everything. But hey, you know what? You do what you got to do. These guys are doing no bad in my book. Hey, you know what? They're putting out comic books. They want to make money. They want to make my money. Hey, keep putting out the comic books, doing what you're doing. Hey, I'll be there. I'm picking them up. I'm picking them up. So I'm going to be picking this one up as well. I was going to stop pulling this. I'm not sure how much longer Robert Venditti is going to be writing this series, but I'm definitely going to be going to be picking this up. Like I said, DC will be getting more of my money probably from now on. Maybe I'll start pulling a little bit out away from Marvel. But it's just because But I've got to find good interesting books. Like I said, they've really only got me with two. They got me with Justice League, and they've got me with Hawkman. So yeah, it's probably not gonna be a whole lot. But I do think it's bullshit about what they did with that. You know my thing with that Hawkeye freefall. You know my thing with that. Look right here, another one, Black Cat, issue number 11. I've actually liked Black Cat this series. It's not like there's not, obviously she's not a superhero. I mean, she has those bad luck powers, but it's just kind of been a fun series, seeing what she's doing, going around pulling these capers. She's kind of crossed over into a lot of things. She's been in the Sanctorum. She went to Madripoor, and she was there with Wolverine recently. Just a whole lot of different things going on. But not only that, I mean, can you deny? Let's admit it. There's something to this, right? J. Scott Campbell covers. J. Scott Campbell on the cover. You're probably going to continue selling this book as long as you keep this guy doing those covers. Look, I've got issue number 1 right there. Yeah, I'm telling you, J. Scott Campbell. But also, I mean, it's been kind of a fun, lighthearted series. Nothing too serious going down, but just her and her crew pulling off some different capers and things like that. Like I said, they broke into the Sanctum Sanctorum. They meddled with some magic and some different things like that. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Definitely some interesting stuff going on here. Definitely some interesting stuff. But yeah, and again, those covers, man. There's just some fire covers. You can't deny a J. Scott Campbell cover. But I'm not for sure how much longer this series is going to go on. Like I said, I'm not sure how it's selling or not, but it will continue to sell good as long as they keep those covers up, man. Because undeniably, a lot of people, especially comic collectors and readers, a lot of them do buy comic books just for covers. Okay, I'm not buying that one just for the cover. I have been reading it, so you know. The next one here on Boom Studios Comics, guys. In case you guys haven't heard me flap my gums enough about Boom Studios Comics, they put out a lot of great titles. They do like Buffy, Firefly, Something is Killing the Children here. They're doing King of Nowhere. They've also got King Once in Future. They're also doing Folklords. They got several great titles. They're also doing Alienated. Something is Killing the Children. It's pretty good. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to keep pulling this one. Maybe just through the next handful of issues. Definitely a good one. But what's going on here is the main character Erica Slaughter ends up coming to this town where these kids had been missing. Well, they're not missing. They actually have been getting murdered by these monsters. Now these monsters kind of like live in the forest and they come and track down the kids. But the only kids can see these monsters. She can as well. Like there's certain people who can still see them beyond their childhood, and she's one of these people who can do that. And the interesting thing here is, it's funny, is this girl Erica Slaughter, like her depiction and who she looks like, she kind of reminds me of, man, why all of a sudden did I forget her name? Emma Stone. She looks like Emma Stone. It's kind of funny. Just reading through this book, but it's been a pretty good one. Been a pretty good one. I can't really complain about what's going on here in this book. There was like, I think it was like issue number 3 for me seemed a little bit slow, but I think right around that time is when they were finding out that this was going to be an ongoing series and not just a mini series. And sometimes I think that probably affects a comic book and its release and just some of those different things as it's getting ready to come out. So I don't know, but it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good, pretty interesting. Definitely pretty interesting. The next one we've got is Archangel 8, being written by Michael Morisi. This is on AWA Upshot. That's artists, writers, and artisans. This is a new company. These actually just started releasing before the pandemic hit, which was interesting because if you go and read the other issues on AWA Upshot, they all kind of revolve around stuff that was going on, like issue number 1 of I can't remember what the name of the series is all of a sudden. The Resistance kind of had to do with a pandemic breaking out in the across the world. Very odd, very odd. Archangel 8, it seems like all these books kind of take place in this same world, the same post-apocalyptic world. But I'm reading this because Michael Morisi is writing it. He's been a pretty good writer. I've enjoyed a lot of the books that he has written. Let's see what's everybody saying here. Trinity is the James Brown of YouTube. Everybody steals from him. Yeah, right. Do them X-Men titles, bro. Can't wait. Yeah, I'll be doing those for sure. There was a rumor that MCU was going to come out with some type of Excalibur faction with Black Knight as head of the group, but who knows? Yeah, actually, because we know that, as far as we know, Black Knight is coming to the MCU, so that could, I mean, I think that's highly likely that that's going to be coming to the MCU. Top of the forehead, everyone. Hawkman sounds less worst than Beast Boy. I've never read Beast Boy, but Hawkman is a good series, man. Hawkman's a great series. RC Scott says, "Screw Diamond, break up the monopoly." I'm not really worried about that. Like my LCS said, they actually they've never really had any major problems with Diamond. In his 25 plus years of running the shop. The next one here, on Aftershock Comics. This might be the last one I get of this series. I don't know. We'll see how it is. Artemis and the Assassin. I don't think I dropped my review on this one, but basically what it is like there's these. They're not like time cops really, but they are kind of like time cops. Really, yeah, they are, and it seems like this character in this book is going back in time to stop atrocities from happening. And if I remember right, this character came back from one time and then was getting ready to go back here to this time, and I believe this was I believe it was taking place in Nazi Germany. If I'm not mistaken, it's like I said, it's been a few months since I read it, but it was very interesting as they are going through to change things from keep things from happening. kind of policing stuff out there. I guess like Team America, World Police, but like Time Cop style, like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure how this series will continue to be. I mean, I guess we'll see. It sounds interesting. The first, like I said, the first book it was okay. We'll probably see how this one is. Again, it's on Aftershock Comics, so they do a lot of those like they do like a lot of post-apocalyptic, sci-fi, horror kind of things, thrillers, different twists on things going on. Just yeah, I don't know. But Aftershock puts out some interesting ones. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue pulling this one though. We'll see. Terrazon says DC made a really ballsy move, and I respect the hell out of them. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, absolutely. Well, and the thing is because like the thing is you gotta like you gotta keep your comic books going no matter what. It's a business, and they're just trying to get their books in readers' hands. That's all they want to do. That's all they've got. That's all they want to do. Dryad. Dryad issue number 2 on Oni Press is getting ready to come out as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue reading this one. It's a I don't know, would that be like I think Stories for Irish was telling me this would be like an epic fantasy maybe. Or no, I guess the epic fantasy, no, that would have been Sarah and the Royal Stars. This one's like dealing with elves and stuff like that and people in the city. Like it's I don't know, a medieval type of fantasy book. Definitely some interesting things that were set up in issue number 1. I'm not for sure if I'm going to continue reading it though, but we'll decide that after I read issue number 2 here. I did review issue number 1. You can always go back and check out that review. You put me on that Black Cat. It's a good run. Yeah, it is pretty decent. It's just a fun read, fun and interesting read. I heard Black Cat tastes good. Oh man. Oh man, I don't even know what to say to that, LB. Oh man. Oh man. RC Scott says Boom also put out Hellraiser. Did it? I didn't know that. Interesting. Interesting. Harvey Mirrors, thank you so much for being here. Dig the new layout. Great look. Yeah, thank you. Just kind of switching some stuff up. This was just something I just slapped together. Look forward to other things getting ready to come up. Probably some other transitions, some other other overlays and things like that. Discovery Bay Comics. What is up, my brother? How are you doing? What's up? I hope all is going well for you, man. Jason says, Sarah and the Royal Stars seem pretty good. Yeah, it's a very good read. It's a very fun read. Definitely one of my favorite books coming out of Vault Comics. I've definitely understated how good it is. Join the Future, issue number 2. Sorry, I forgot to start talking about this one. This one's an interesting one. This one's kind of a cyberpunk tale, but like basically what they do is they've got these cities where they're got all these this technology and everything, and they're trying to basically get people to move to these cities and basically live for free. They give you everything. You just basically have to be a slave to the city and you're basically working for free. You don't get a wage. Well, there are these people who are living out in the country still who haven't decided to give into these cities and haven't been absorbed into the collective. It's a lot like almost like what's going on in the X-Men, really. And they're starting to fight back against it. Well, the mayor of this little town, this little township outside of this big town, he don't want to give in. But we can see that his son and his daughter, they're kind of on the fence about, like, they want to give in. They want to go to the city and serve and see what it's like there. But the thing is once you get into the city and you give up your freedom, I don't think you can get it back. So it's very interesting. It's kind of a cyberpunk dystopian type of future kind of thing going on here. It's definitely an interesting book story being presented here. With Zach Kaplan writing that, and it was Peter Kowalski as well. I think was doing the art in that book. Definitely a good book. I did like issue number 1 of Join the Future. Definitely a pretty good book if you're into that type of stuff. Good morning, James Brown to YouTube. Yeah, right. JB Discovery Bay, what's up, my brother? How you doing? Let's see. Ooh, Shapes, issue number 5. This should be the last issue of this series, I believe. This has been a very good series. This one kind of almost reminds me of Hexagon in a way. It's different, but it's like that too. It's definitely a YA tale. It's definitely for younger readers, where we got this kid who is a gamer, he's pretty well known for playing this game online, and it's a mobile game. Like a lot of people, we see like even his principal at school knows who he is and follows him on this game and everything. Well, his father had ended up going missing, and they hadn't seen his father in years. Well, his father was actually working on this game. Um, and he ended up basically getting lost and sucked into this game and became a part of it. And we seen on his 13th birthday, when he became a teenager, basically his mother gave him this ring that was his father's. His father said to give it to him. Well, this ring helps him kind of like shape reality with these shapes and different things like that. So this video game world starts to affect his real world, and he actually ends up going into this video game in and out of it, just by without ever actually being on his phone at some point. Like it becomes part of him. Like it all becomes reality. It's almost like I said, kind of a Matrix kind of thing as well. Definitely an interesting book. I really like this one. I believe, like I said, issue number 5. I believe this is the last issue of Shapes. Can't wait to read it. You know what? I need to get my kids reading it, because I bought I was bought it and started reading. I'm like, I need to get, and I gave it to them to read, and they just just haven't read it yet. Plus, I also got it in my pull list in my boxes over here, so they haven't come in here to pick it up neither. The last one here is another one on Aftershock Comics, Undone by Blood: The Shadow of a Wanted Man. This one's an interesting one because we see that there's this girl going to she goes to this little town to avenge her family's death, and she's there, and she's also reading this book about this cowboy who had kind of done the same thing. It's all kind of running parallel to each other. Just, I don't know, interesting stuff here. Being written by Lonnie Nadler and Zach Thompson. These guys have collaborated several times, writing different books together. Definitely an interesting tale. I know Lonnie Nadler. I've read other books by him. So just some interesting things going on here. Interesting stuff. And we'll see how issue number 3 is. I'm not sure. I'll probably read this. I think it's going to be a short series too, probably 5-6 issues. But yeah, it's pretty decent. Dryad looks cool. Reminds me of ElfQuest from back in the day. Maybe a little bit. I'm not really for sure. But what happens is we see like these kids kind of go into this like temple and everything, and like these spirits get let loose. And I think these kids have something kind of to do with these spirits. Their mother is a warrior. Their father is a scholar. So interesting stuff going on there for sure. Damn it, 3-day weekend is almost over. Oh man. Yeah, Wayne White says, "What's up, Chillmonger? I saw one of your videos the other day, and I knew your name from somewhere. I guess it's on here on Trinity's stream." Yeah. Yeah, Chillmonger is great, man. You definitely should go check out his channel if you guys haven't already. Definitely one of my favorite channels out there. He's a cool dude. Loves his comics. Definitely a cool dude, man. Definitely a great dude. But yeah, that's really all I got for the comics that I'll be getting this week. Me and Trinity go back. We both started around the same time, see each other in live chats. Yeah, man. Yeah, and yeah, Chillmonger's on it, man. Chillmonger's a great dude. Is Jason Brubaker related to Ed? I honestly don't know. But yeah, definitely check out Chillmonger's channel. Yeah, and Shapes is a pretty good one. It's on Cave Pictures Publishing. So now, guys, I'm kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Do we want to get back into seeing all this stuff that these people jacked from me? Everyone, one of Trinity's favorite channels. Yeah, but dude, like the channels that I watch, and I subscribe to are some of my favorite channels. They're all my favorite channels. Stop being a jerk, LP. You big meanie. Don't make us cancel you, brah. So let's see here. Let's get back into this and see. Where was this? Oh no, there we go. Okay, where was this live stream at that I did talking about these comic books? Was it this one right here? I can't remember, because this was the day after that comic book came out. I'm really interested in getting into that, because like it kind of bugs me. These guys went and jacked my stuff, man. They jacked my stuff. Oh man, that's not what I meant to do. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, don't. Oh man, is it gonna? It's gonna. Okay, it's not gonna. Where is that one, man? Where is it at? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I want to see about that. I can't remember which one it was, man. Because I remember I'd read the book. You guys probably can't even hear this right now. I don't think I've got it set up for that. Was this the one where I was talking about it? Man, because I'm telling you, that article, dude, like, okay, it's one to be slow. It's all good. It's all good. We won't go over it. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Should I just let it go? I should probably just let it go. I should probably just let it go. I should probably just let it go. I'll let them have their little 5 minutes with my theories and stuff. I guess. Well, he never said it was a top 10. Yeah. Top 10. Are you in my top 10, Chillmonger? I don't know, because let me see. Obviously, if I'm doing a top 10, obviously I've got to have LB in there. Otherwise, he's going to go off and make 20 videos about me because he can never stop talking about me anyway. So obviously, LB from the Lonely Band is there. LB is there. I've got to say my boy K-Log and Snowdub are there. Do they count as one? Or is that two? Actually, I guess I'll give them two. Obviously, you know, much love for the Den of Nerds. So there's four. Oh man, we're already up to 4. Should we count Snowdub and K-Log? The Cotton Connection is 1. I don't know. Obviously, Young Rip of 5'9". Another favorite one. Ooh, can I forget Kinda Colty? Can't forget Kinda Colty. Obviously, like, Comics Matter with your boy Zach. Like, his videos are great. That's 7. We're up to 7 now. We're up to 7. I love New Rockstars, but I haven't been watching as many of their videos lately. That's because they've been doing some other stuff, like the Rick and Morty stuff. I don't know anything about that. So there's that. So there's 7. Ooh, man, I better choose wisely the next ones, right? Ooh, I know what LB is getting ready to say here. LB's getting ready to say, Fanjexter says, not hearing my name. Yeah, I don't know, man. Should we put you on that list, Fanjexter? We'll put you on that list because you know what? Your stream that you do, the Debate 8, is fucking fun. I love that show. That's how I found your show, as a matter of fact. And I can't remember. Did I just stumble upon your show? Because I remember seeing you like with the whole Campia thing. But then I can't remember if maybe I just seen you hanging out in like maybe the Den of Nerds or something before, and I was like, hey, like that name seems familiar. Yeah, we'll go there. You know, we might as well give Chillmonger. We might as well give Chillmonger. One. Chillmonger in there. Carol Brown's great. Yeah, Carol Brown is awesome. And I actually do get into a lot of her live streams and listen in on some of those. But let me see. Like, I'm trying to think of like other videos. Like when they drop a video, like I'm like that. Like that. I'm on it. Watching. Let's see. Who else is there? There's just so many now. Like I've got one left. You know what? I hate to disappoint anybody. Anybody out there. But I think this is kind of where I'm supposed to list. I kind of feel like this is where I'm supposed to list my boy Lord Callus. I kind of feel like this is where I'm supposed to list that. He probably should have been higher on the list, but I feel like this is where I'm supposed to mention Lord Callus. Because if you haven't been to check out Lord Callus's channel, and you like Star Wars, let me tell you, you're not a real fan of Star Wars if you're not subscribed to Lord Callus. Yeah, I said it! Aggressively relaxing, yeah. Actually, aggressively relax. See, see, now I feel bad because I'm leaving people out. Aggressively relaxing is definitely good. Mac and Liberty, yes, and RC Scott, I seen you back in Mac and Liberty's chat yesterday after my video dropped. I was there too, man. I was there listening in. But But then obviously, I mean, there's just so many great people. That's the hard thing. I mean, because then you think of like Rod the Rican, you think of Perry Comics, you think of the Edwin the Comic Jabroni, you think of John's Comics for Kids. You think like I just start thinking of all these different great people. You know what I mean? And there's new people coming in every day. You get TK's Batcave that's been coming in pretty strong. Well, we even see right here, right in here too. Mike Rogers. Mike Rogers is a great dude in the comic community. Just everything's just like, I don't know, just a lot of great people out there. There's just a lot of great people out there. And I actually kind of feel bad. I kind of feel bad that I didn't put Geeks and Gamers Entertainment on my list, right? Shouldn't Geeks and Gamers Entertainment be on there? Probably so, because that motherfucker keeps me entertained, man. You seen that shit? Oh man, yeah, Professor Bill. Yeah, Professor Bill's up there. Yeah, Professor Bill's definitely there. Nerdette's Newsstand. Yeah, I like Nerdette's Newsstand too. I know it's funny because I seen her share something on her community wall the other day about somebody threatened her and said about her annoying voice. I'm like, she's got her high pitched voice and everything, but I mean, like that's just her. That's her thing. Yeah, whatever. You like it or you don't. Like just like Fran Drescher. Some people don't like Fran Drescher. I don't mind Fran Drescher. And I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just saying, you know, like, if you don't like it, like, you don't have to call somebody else. Just like say, hey, you know, you don't like their voice, just go on to the next channel. LB says, I'm not a real fan. Ooh. You not subscribe? Dude, seriously, you not subscribe to Lord Callus TV? You gotta be shitting me, man. The Spider-Man show, how are you doing? Two Gun Pedro, pew pew. Yeah, all right. Wayne White says, I'm a real fan, just haven't subbed to Callus yet. Oh, okay, all right. Star Wars Santa, yeah, Star Wars Santa's great. Star Wars Santa's a good chill dude. I've been, like, I actually hit the bell on his channel so I can get to more of his videos lately. Definitely. Professor Bill, haha, that dude's a wanker in my opinion. He's all right. I mean, like, not, like, I was gonna say, just like, it's like the John Campea thing. Like, not everybody's gonna like John Campea. Not everybody's gonna like Professor Bill. I think he's all right. I think he's all right. Like he's kind of like what made me like he's one of my inspirations for my channel as well. For what for what I do here, certainly. Let's see, Supreme Comics Girl. Yeah. Julie's funny. Haven't seen her in a while. I know she was taking some time off. She just wasn't really feeling up to it. Y'all really subscribe to everyone. What about Yellow Flash? Never seen Yellow Flash. Never seen Yellow Flash. 1-2 Comic Talk. Yeah, see, there's another great person in the community. 1-2 Comic Talk. Good dude. Another good dude. I ain't subscribed to anyone. Yeah, I know. You know what, LB? You know what? It's because you like Fatal J. You just like Fatal J. Fatal J that way, too. Y'all just like, yeah, y'all friends with everybody, but you don't subscribe to anybody. I see you. I see you. I see you and Fatal J. Like y'all, like you and Fatal J be like this. You know, you guys were always like this with each other. But y'all like the same. I think that's what it is. I think it's just because y'all are like the same. Like you're cool with everybody, but like I ain't watching that motherfucking shit. I ain't watching that shit. Shit, I got better things to do. Oh man. I don't watch YouTube. Yeah, right. I followed Professor Bill on YouTube for about a year. Then I started to not like the attitude he had on his channel, so I stopped watching. I do occasionally look up reviews he does on books I read. Like his attitude. Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes he has an attitude, but I mean, I think a lot of a lot of people do at times. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I'll tell you this much. I'm not in his Facebook group anymore. Bunch of fucking weirdos in there, bro. Yeah, I stopped hanging out in the YouTube chat a long time ago. And that's where that's kind of like around that same time as where I started to really believe I do honestly think that Facebook is worse than Twitter. Because all those normally faceless fucking trolls that you see on Twitter, like you actually see them and know who they are on Facebook. You know, some of them hide behind anonymity. But like they're actually people they're your friends on Facebook. and they're just even more themselves there, which is fine. You know, people are entitled to be weirdos. Hey, do what you do. My review will be coming soon. Hopefully, some of you go over to my channel when I have it up and running. Absolutely, absolutely. Angela Benedict, super hot goth chick. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Angela Benedict is. Just followed 1-2 comic talk. Yeah. Go check it out. You can see my face right now. 2nd Street Marvel. Oh yeah, I bet, LB. I bet. I know. I can imagine what Fatal J's face is like too right now from hearing me say that. And you know what? He's probably making the same face. Oh damn! I got my first 2 shows under my belt, but D&D isn't everybody's thing. Is that on your channel here, Jason? Like, is like that you're using right here? I'll have to go check that out. I was gonna say I'm not really into D&D neither, but still go check it out. Dan fan. I don't know what that is neither. But anyway, guys, we've been going for about an hour here. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a show now. Like I said, you know, if you want, I'm gonna see if I could go back. Because the reason I didn't want to go through and show you guys all the videos that I did talking about this Black Widow thing that the direct just literally stole all my stuff. I don't want to go dig through it all and make you all have to watch all that stuff. Maybe I'll do some research on it, and then maybe on Wednesday we'll talk a little bit more about that. Tomorrow we'll not be doing a live stream. I think what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to keep the live streams here on the morning, probably to Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for now. Friday, you know, we do the trailer park live on Friday evenings. But I'm thinking maybe what I'm gonna try to do is get some stuff ready for Tuesdays and Thursdays, or maybe Tuesdays and Fridays, depending on what days I do the live streams, to have some videos, some longer format videos up and ready for you all to watch, so you can still at least be entertained at least a little bit. Jason's and LB's are a must. Of course, Adams. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, Adam Sandler's a great man. Like I said, what he does is just fun with that show. But let's see, where else are we at? All right, yeah. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a show here. Thank you all so much for being here today. I hope you're all having a very good day. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Like I said, go back and check out the comic books. I did that a little bit earlier. Go back and check out the comic books that I'm going to be pulling this week. Let me know what comic books you would like to see me review first or anything like that. Leave that down in the comment section. If you have any topics or anything you'd like me to cover here on the show as main topics, you can always feel free to get a hold of me at 2nd Street Marvel on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All of those good things. You can do all of those things. Send me in your ideas and everything. But anyway, 50. Like I said, it's close to an hour. Dang, man, it's close, man. The other day I only went for like a half hour. Dang, LB is. Oh man. Well, it's not my fault you don't want to come on the show, LB. Come on the show sometime, bruh. Come on the show. But anyway, you all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Go out and read some awesome comic books. Watch some good movies. And just, you know what? Don't engage weirdos. Later.